I've never seen people avoid ideas so much in such an obvious way and try to alert Americans not to read anything, not to listen to something someone says. This happens every time I put a book out.
I do think liberals are going to be very happy when they immigrate to Canada.
After George W. Bush was greeted by anti-war protesters in Ottawa, conservative pundit Ann Coulter went on Fox to pronounce this about ungrateful Canadians.
They need us. They better hope the United States doesn't roll over one night and crush them. And Democrats, as you say, they don't really care about national security. It's not just one country we need to attack.
Do you worry that killing civilians, even accidentally, as part of collateral damage or by the way things happen in war-friendly fire, that's going to encourage more young people to become enemies of the United States?
No, 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 no. No, because you are destroying the society that has produced these monsters.
Elizabeth Edwards, go on the line. You're on the line with Ann Coulter.
Hello, Chris.
Do you want to say something directly to the person who's with me?
I was calling, in the South when someone does something that displeases us, we want to ask them politely to stop doing it. I'd like to ask Ann Coulter, if she wants to debate on issues.
If there is a 3 to 8 degree temperature change, which many scientists are predicting, over the next 75 years, if you read the Pentagon's analysis, it's frightening. It makes a world war look like nothing.
On positions, we certainly disagree with nearly everything she said on your show today, but it's quite another matter for these personal attacks. The things that she has said over the years, not just about John, but about other candidates, lowers our political dialogue precisely at the time that we need to raise it. So I want to use the opportunity, which I don't get much because Ann and I don't hang out with the same people, to ask her politely to stop the personal attacks.
I didn't say anything about him actually either time.
But Ann knows, that's not true. And it did not start with that. You had a column a number of years ago which made fun of the moment of Charlie Dean's death and suggested that my husband had a bumper sticker on the back of his car that said, "Ask me about my dead son."
This
is not legitimate
3 years
political
ago.
dialogue. I'm making this call as a mother. I'm the mother of that boy who died. My children participate. These young people behind you are the age of my children. You're asking them to participate in a dialogue that's based on hatefulness and ugliness instead of on the issues. And I don't think that's serving them or this country very well.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth Edwards. So, do you want to?
I'm going to ask you again to politely stop using personal attacks as part of your dialogue.
Okay, I'll stop writing books.
Why do you
if
talk
you
about?
Can't write them without them, then that's fine.
Why do you talk about Hillary's chubby legs in your book? Why do you? I mean, I might fall into the category of personal attacks. I don't know, but why do you do that? Why do you talk about Monica Lewinsky's chubbiness? If she were skinny, would it have been okay?
I don't know. Read the sentence.
I read the whole sentence. I couldn't feel the context.
Well,
why
you
do you
have
bring
to
up
give
the word
it to me,
chubby?
and I could explain.
Why do you make fun of Hillary's chubby legs?
I don't know. You're going to have to give me the sentence.
It's in the afterword of your book. I just read it this morning.
Well, read the sentence.
What is your issue with single mothers? Because I know you don't have any kids. I mean, maybe you have stepkids. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But, and I just, before you answer, I just want to say, you said that single motherhood is like a farm team for future criminals and social outcasts. 70% of inmates in prisons come from single-parent homes. Hollywood actresses using single motherhood as a way to promote their careers, and it says, you say it's very selfish for a single mother to have a baby without a father. So I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, we now have 30 or 40 years of social science research. I mean, I'm just citing, this is dressed up numbers crunching. I'm just giving the numbers. 80% of the inmates in prisons were raised by single mothers. About 70% of the runaways of the juvenile delinquents, juvenile murderers, juvenile rapists, raised by single mothers. And as I describe in my book, this was a specific plan by the left, attacking the nuclear family.
I know you want to do this whole left thing because that's what you do. That's your act.
No,
but what I do want to know, because a lot of what you've cited in terms of this, just specifically this, is based on sort of not great research.
Down is hard on the fathers who aren't there rather than the women who actually raised the children.
I'll answer that because the title is Guilty Liberal Victims and Their Assault on America. The point of the book is, in example after example, of how people play the victim, are exalted in this society, have doors open for them, when in fact they're the ones victimizing others.
You can't take it, can you? You can dish it out, but you can't take it. We'll be right back here.
Of course I believe everything.
Right. On the 9/11 widows, and in particular a group that had been critical of the administration, these self-obsessed women seemed genuinely unaware that 9/11 was an attack on our nation and acted as if the terrorist attack only happened to them. They believed the entire country was required to marinate in their exquisite personal agony. These broads, are millionaires stalked by great paparazzi. I've never seen people enjoying their husband's death so much.
Yes, they're all over the news.
This happens every time I put a book out.